I could tell you this: if you do these 12 things, these 12 steps to aligning yourself to building wealth like the rich, you are statistically most likely, I don't want to say the word guaranteed, the odds of you achieving this are massively in your favor. So these are the 12 steps to aligning yourself to building wealth like the rich. Now, I've done this like a pyramid on purpose, and the reason being is because that's what the masses start us at the bottom, and very few people start up at the top. But isn't the bottom the foundation? Well, do you know, if you I've read a couple of these books, and if you read these what they call those conspiracy type of books, they show you these pyramids, and they say, oh, the triangle, the all-seeing eye, which is on the dollar, and they show that knowledge that most people, the knowledge is contained by the few at the top, and the masses are at the bottom, and what they know doesn't really matter, and so knowledge is concentrated to the pinnacle at the top point. So I've done it that way. So the most important thing is at the top, and the least important thing is at the bottom. But I want you to understand this. Point 12 is where most people start, where 80, 90% of people start. Point 1 is where very few people start. But if you started at point 1 and worked your way down, you would have a much smoother path to achieving wealth. So here are the 12 key points, the 12 steps to aligning yourself to building wealth like the rich. Step 1, define your spiritual/life purpose. This is your chief aim in life. What is your chief aim? Because your chief aim in life is your driving reason in life. You see, the bigger the reason you have that is driving you to achieve wealth, the bigger the amount of wealth that you will get. So most people's reason is, I want to retire, or I hate my job, or I want to provide for my family, or I want to have some money, or compete against my friends. What is your reason? And if your reason is to make a difference to your community, or you want to build a hospital, or you want to change some sort of system in the economy, you're more likely to build wealth you're more likely to build a larger sum of wealth for that than you are for just doing it for yourself. Now, you got people out there saying, but rich people don't do it for that. Rich people do it for themselves. Rich people are greedy. Rich people, they do it for self-motive. If they did it for the other people, they would share it. Right? Well, then you've got another problem lower down. So that is the first thing. You need to first find and define your reason. Somebody said to me, what do you mean that's spiritual and reason and building wealth? You cannot separate wealth and spirituality and wealth, because wherever you go in the world, wherever you see some religious organization, you will see vast sums of money and wealth. You cannot have a religious cause without a financial cause. The two things are synergistically put together. And as ancient Egyptians used to say, spirit without matter is expressionless, and matter without spirit is emotionless. You need the two things in order to combine wealth, in order to achieve wealth, right? So that is the first thing. 2, your identity. You do not get in this world what you want. You will only get more of who you are. The universe will give you, this is kind of slightly metaphysical, but the universe gives you what you believe you have, or what you own, or what you believe who you think you are. If you think of yourself as a poor person, a struggling person, you're going to get more of that. Now, so I will go more into these in further weeks. Each week I'm going to talk about these in much more greater detail, but I'm just going to give you the key outlines now. So who do you think you are, and who do you need to be in order to achieve wealth? But understand the key point is, you will not get anything in this world what you want. You're only going to get more of who you believe you are. Third point being, what are your top 5 values? Now, most people think they have a value on money, and they don't. They have a value on what they can do with the money. Because if you gave most people in the world $100,000, $1 million, it would dissipate within a very short amount of time, which is why 75% of lottery winners lose the money or are actually in a worse financial situation, regardless of the vast sum of money that you give them, within 3 to 5 years. And where did the money go? And what they truly valued. What did they value? A house, a car, the children's education, you know, holidays, boats and shopping. There's nothing wrong with this, by the way. You will exchange money for what you truly value. But you need to understand, having a value on spending on those things is not a value on money. You've got a value on the things what you're swapping money for. You are always swapping money for what you truly value in the world. Money will always be swapped. Some people have a value on computers, some people have value on the bike, some people have value on the children, education, health, whatever it is, you're going to swap money for that. So you need to understand what are your values. And in order to make and keep and retain money, you have to have a value actually on saving money, growing wealth and multiplying it, etc. Now people start saying, well, what's the point of doing that? Surely you need... Listen, some people love the maths of doing that and the game, and they love the challenge, and that's what they love, and that's why they keep it. But if you don't have that value in that, the money's going to go to what you truly value. So that's number 3. Point number 4. Your beliefs about money. What is money to you? So some people think money is evil, it's, you can't take it with you, or rich people are greedy, as I said before, or traders or trading is dangerous or risky, some people think. Or what are your beliefs about trading and investing? So you need to have aligned beliefs about money, rich people, trading, the game of trading, finance. Some people think bad things about traders. Oh, they're bankers and they work in the banks industry and those people are evil and they're greedy. You've set yourself up in such a way so that you're not going to achieve wealth, because your brain is designed to serve you, help you and protect you, and think, I don't want to, if I think they're bad people and I have to do what they do, that will make me a bad person. So I don't want to align myself with their identity. So what I'll do is I will not have any money. And that's how your brain works. It's as simple as that. The 5th point, what do you believe is possible in the world for you? And I don't mean what have you seen, I mean what do you believe is possible in the world? This is your references. Where have you seen this? Some people have no referential experiences of seeing or hearing people making $1 million in a day. Have you seen someone make $1 million a day, a week, a month, a year? Some people have never saw that and never heard about that. So because they have no references for that, they won't even think it's possible. Does that make sense? And that there will shape their world about what they then therefore go and try and do. So your references, what do you think is possible in the world? What do you believe is possible in the world? Then it's what do you believe you deserve? Now, having a high sense of self-worth and net worth are related. And one of the fastest ways to lower your self-worth is to disown what's truly most important to you, look up to somebody else and think that person's greater than you, or what that person does or their achievements and their successes are more impressive than yours. That will lower your self-worth. And by not honoring what you truly value, lowers and minimizes yourself. You do that, you then get money, you will then give it away and buy stuff in order to make yourself feel better about yourself. People having sense of shame or guilt or infatuations with other people, or if you try and rescue people, will lower your self-worth. If you have a low self-worth, you'll give the money away. You have a high self-worth, you'll keep the money. What do you believe you are capable of? Beliefs of your capability. Now, some people think, oh, I couldn't do that. They could. They're better than me. They're greater than me. That's not possible for me to do that. That in itself would stop you from being able to do it. Beliefs, imagine your beliefs are nothing but like a doorway, a shutter to your skills and your capabilities and the path that you'll go down. And I always say this, your values are the compass that will point you in a direction, and the beliefs are the fuel that will send you to the destination that you're looking at. So the beliefs, your values will determine what you focus on, and your beliefs will tell you whether you'll achieve it or not. Then there's your mastering your emotional state and what do you focus on. Because Most people are feeling, they feel poor, and then suddenly they're surprised that they do poor things. You will act according to how you feel. So let's imagine if somebody's feeling fearful when they're doing financial trading or investing, they'll do fearful, all the wrong things. They'll get in early, they'll get in late, they'll not move the stop because of the fear of losing, missing out, leaving money on the table, the fear of being wrong. All those things create the wrong behaviors. So your ability to master your emotional state, your ability to feel how you think you're going to feel when you're rich, now, your ability to focus your mind so that you stay the course, your ability so you're not distracted and you avoid distractions is a key fundamental step. Then there's your goals and asset allocation and your reinvestment strategy. Your goals, asset allocation, reinvestment. What is your goal for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in wealth? People are going, you what? I want to trade, I want to day trade, and I want to make a fortune now. Let me tell you this now. And I heard somebody say this. Immediate gratification costs you money. Long-term vision makes you money. I'll say that again. Immediate gratification costs you money. Long-term vision makes you money. If you read any book by, particularly the Intelligent Investor, they'll show you historically, timing the market does not make as much money as time in the market. So what are your goals? What are your goals for financial protection? What are your goals, and how do you know when you've achieved it? Financial security, financial independence, financial freedom, your goals for like generational wealth, what the levels of wealth, and what is it that you want, and what are you trying to achieve, and how are you going to, once you've made the money, how are you going to redistribute it so you've got a solid foundation? Number 10, creating a source of predictable income, or creating a predictable source of income. And I've written the E, S and the B. And the reason being is because that's from rich dad stuff, in the sense of an employee, self-employed, or a business. You do not have to have a business in order to get wealthy. Some people, because there was, I read about a black lady in America that earned nothing more than $2.70 an hour, and she invested it. And upon retirement, she gave something like 20 million away to a charitable organization. But what is that source of, where is your source of predictable income coming from? Now, most people that I have met who are doing day trading think they're financially free. But understand, day trading is a job. You get wealthy and rich from owning assets, earning you an income. Because if you're day trading and you can't trade and you're ill and you're in hospital, no money's coming in. But if you own assets, having money make you money, not you're swapping your time for money. You're always swapping time, but what are you swapping time for? If you have yourself making the money and you're ill, you're not rich and wealthy. You doing day trading is just a different job. Yes, sure, you get to stay at home and all those things like that, but you want assets. And what are your source of income? A great source of income to set up a business is if you take what you truly love, which is your highest value, and you turn it into a business, a predictable source of income from it, and have leverage other people's skills, other people's time, other people's abilities, and you turn that into a business. And that there, you're still not free, by the way, with a business. You want to take a proportion of that and PYF, pay yourself first, and you put that into assets. So let's imagine your business was day trading, or you've got a job, or you're an employee, or you're self-employed. You take a percentage, an ever increasing percentage of this money, and you pay it to assets. After that, you then pay your taxes and then your lifestyle and your business expenses, okay? But the first thing you do is pay yourself first. But you won't do that if you don't value yourself. And you won't do that if you put everything else above money. Because, why? Because money always goes to what you value most. So you're going to have to have a high sense of self-worth to pay yourself first. Otherwise, if you've got a low sense of self-worth, you'll pay everybody else first and yourself last. And you'll have no money at the end of the month. You'll have more month than money than month, okay? So that's point 10. And then point 11, you need a wealth building, which is the wealth building actions and the planning process, that is, what's your plan? You need a business and a trading plan. You need a strategy and a system, and this is not just financial trading. This is commodities, this is property, and this is financial trading, okay? So you need a strategy and a system. You need to develop these things. You need to work out some sort of position sizing algorithm. You need to be planning, thinking, where do I want to be at the end of the year, the quarter, the month, the week, things like executing the plan, the tracking of the assets and the liabilities via a budget sheet. What's my budget, and reducing your expenses and increasing your income so that or if you've got debts, you can reduce those debts. So all those things there fit into point 11. And then point 12, your team, your members, your mentors, and who do you surround yourself with? What's the environment that you work with? Who are you hanging out with? Because who you hang out with is who you will become. So you need to make sure you've got the right mentors, somebody who can think about this in a grander way. But here's what most people are doing. Most people are thinking, right, I'm going to learn financial trading, and so they go and find some educator, and that's where they start. And then once they've done that, they then start thinking about, oh, maybe I need a plan. And then once they've got that going, they then start thinking about, okay, I'll do some day trading. And then once they start doing it, they work their way up. And surprise, surprise, they become stuck, because all their psychology and everything will stop them from doing all these things at the bottom, which is why having a reason first will drive you to do all these things consistently at the bottom, and aligning yourself so that you have a smooth path will enable you to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve. But remember this, most people are trying to achieve something. I want to get rich this week. I want to get rich by the end of the month. I want to get, by the end of the year, I'm on debt now. I want to be rich. Immediate gratification costs you money. Long-term vision makes you money. And every week, we're going to be going over each one of these points. And I'll be discussing some of the key points. And if you've got any questions about any of these things, send them in. Let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them as we come to each one of those things. So the first one we're going to be talking about, starting from next week, is having a defined spiritual / life mission, your chief aim in life. And why this is one of the key thing, the first thing, your why. Right? What is your why? What is your reason you want the wealth for? And how this helps to drive absolutely every single thing else.
Hi, it's Patrick Stockhausen here. Did you enjoy this episode? Good. Because if you did, there's two things that you can do right now to continue your journey. The first thing is, you can subscribe right here, right now, to my channel on YouTube. And I'll keep sending you on a regular basis, on a weekly basis in fact, information, powerful information to transform your trading behaviors and transform your wealth and trading mindset. Plus, you will get specific things that you can do to become a consistently profitable trader. And all you have to do is press subscribe right here on this YouTube channel to get that information sent to you every single week. The second thing that you can do this right now is you can go to takingstock.biz, sign up for any of the priceless free trainings. When you subscribe, you're going to get literally hours of priceless free trainings, updates on my latest findings, what will empower you to create the results that you desire, and everything else that we do not do on this channel. If you'd like to do that, just go to takingstock.biz, B-I-Z, do that now. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, empower your mind, empower your financial life, so that you can live your version of an inspired life. Take care for now. Bye-bye.